curtain closed, I shook my past and I let it go. A king ain't measured by what he owns. I lost everything, but I stayed composed. Yeah. Some men shout when they fall. Some men just keep walking. Worked 10 years in a rusted mill, steel and sweat paid every bill. Sun came up, I was already gone. Lunch pail cold by the break of dawn, foreman yelling, sparks in the air. Grease on my hands, dust in my hair. Dreams got small, but the pride stayed tall. A working man learns to carry it all. Then the LAFOs came like a winter wind. Took the job, took half my friends. Lost the house on Maple Street. Lost the ring she used to keep. Lost the boys on Friday nights when the paycheck stopped showing up right. But I kept my word, kept my name. Some things money can't reclaim. When the world goes dark and the whiskey burns, a quiet man stands his turn. Pickup truck with a dying light, highway humming through the night. Radio low, old blues playing slow. Bar down on the county line, neon flickers like it knows my mind. Neon flickers like it knows my mind. Bartender nods, don't ask much, just pours the glass and leaves the touch. You learn real fast when the crowd gets thin, who is real and who just visits. Lost the house on Maple Street. Lost the ring she used to keep. Lost the boys on Friday nights when the paycheck stopped showing up right. But I kept my word, kept my name. Some things money can't reclaim. When the world goes dark and the whiskey burns, a quiet man stands his turn. No gold watch, no grand parade, just steel bones a life is made. You don't hear us, we don't shout, but we're the ones who ride it out. Yeah, lost the house on Maple Street. Lost the ring she used to keep. Lost the life I thought was mine somewhere back in better times. But I kept my word. Walked through fire, walked through rain. When the working man ain't never done. Yeah, some men just keep walking. The house, I lost the girl, I lost the life I used to know. But one thing never left me, I never broke. My name used to open doors downtown. Friends got quiet when the checks ran dry. Funny how loyalty learns to lie. Bank took keys to a front porch swing. Lawyer boxed up everything, but the mirror still shows the same damn man, standing taller than the fall he had. Take the throne. But a real man walks through fire alone. Yeah, I lost it all, but I never broke. Kept my pride in a worn-out coat. They can take the crown, they can take the gold, but they can't take the way I hold my soul. No begging words, no desperate shows. Just a man in the road he chose when the world went cold and the night got long. I lost it all. Midnight highway, dashboard glow, radio playing something slow. City lights in the pouring rain, every mile washing off the pain. Bartender down on 5th Street knows some men drink just to stay composed. He slides the glass without a sound, respect from men who hold it down. You learn real quick when the ground gives way. Who walks beside you, who walks away? Some men fall apart, some men disappear, and some men just rebuild. Yeah, I lost it all, but I never broke. Every scar just made me stone. They can close the doors, they can kill the fame, but they can't erase a man's last name. When the lights go out and the crowd all goes, a real man stands where nobody knows. Yeah, I lost it all, but I never broke. Never. They took the money, they took the crown, they even burned my kingdom down. But a gentleman never breaks. Black coat walking through the rain, streetlights whispering my name. City knows the man I was, even if the world just does. Once I dined where kings would sit, crystal glass and tailored fits. Now it's whiskey in a corner booth, watching lies pretend they're truth. You see a fall, I see a test of how a man survives the rest. A gentleman don't shout or beg, he tips his hat and walks instead. When the tables turn and the wolves all close, he keeps his calm where honor goes. No broken voice, no desperate pose, just quiet fire behind closed doors. When the empire fades and the night unfolds, a gentleman never breaks, just grows cold. Old piano in a smoky bar, neon flickers like a fading star. Bartender nods, he knows my face. Men like me don't leave a trace. I've seen loyalty bought and sold, watch warm hands turn ice cold. But power ain't the gold you stack, it's walking away and never looking back. Kings may fall, crowns may rust, we rust, but a man's last name outlives the dust. A gentleman don't shout or beg, he tips his hat and walks instead. When the wolves appear in tailored clothes, no cheap revenge, no loud expose, just silent wars nobody shows. When the empire fades in the night, when the empire fades and the night grows cold, a gentleman never breaks. They think power is loud, money, fame, fear, but real power, when the lights go dim and the last glass pours, a king still lives behind closed doors. Yeah, they took it all, but a gentleman never breaks. Some men shout their pain, some men drown it in noise, but the strongest men carry it quietly. The rain writes stories on the street tonight, each drop a memory in fading light. There was a time my name meant more than a shadow standing by this door, where laughter chased away the gloom. But power fades like midnight smoke, and every king must wear his cloak. You learn the truth when silence grows. Who stands beside you, nobody knows. A quiet man carries storms inside, 1,000 wounds he chose to hide. No shattered glass, no behind his eyes. They see the fall, they see the scars. A man ain't measured by what he owns, but by the nights he walks alone. Old jukebox humming something low, like ghosts of places I used to know. Whiskey burning slow and deep, the kind of fire a man can keep. Across the bar a stranger stares, like he can feel the years I wear. But some stories stay untold, because the truth runs dark and cold. You learn respect, not from applause, but from the wars nobody saw. A quiet man carries storms inside, 1,000 nights he never cried. No begging hands, no pride in dignity. The world may laugh, the world may judge. A man stands tall when all has gone and keeps walking through the dawn. Every man has a breaking point, but some men turn that breaking point into steel. A quiet man carries storms inside, 1,000 ghosts he walks beside. But even shadows fade with time, and broken roads can realign. They took the throne, they took the gold, but they never took his soul. And in the dark where legends roam, a quiet man still walks alone. Not every king wears a crown, some just carry the weight and keep moving. Keeps falling on the boulevard tonight, like the city's trying to wash away a name. There was a time the door swung wide when I stepped in with quiet pride. Crystal glasses, velvet rooms, champagne laughter chasing gloom. But fortune turns like a crooked wheel, and power fades when the truth gets real. Now neon lights and empty bars are the closest things to fallen stars. Funny how the crowd gets thin. When the winning days don't roll back in, kings fade slowly in the rain, wearing dignity through the pain. No shouting loud, no begging hands, just quiet steps where honor stands. Let the thunder shake the throne, a man still walks this road alone. When the empire turns to stone, a steady heart still finds its home. Old piano crying in the dark, like it knows a broken heart. Bartender pours another round, without a word, without a sound. Without a word, without a sound. He's seen the rise, he's seen the fall. Men who thought they owned it all. But time humbles every crown, even giants tumble down. The loudest men fade out the quickest, but quiet souls survive the longest. Fade slowly in the rain, but pride still runs inside their veins. No desperate fight, no bitter cries, just steady fire behind the eyes. Let the wolves circle close tonight. A calm man never fears the fight. When the gold is gone and the fame is flown, a stronger man is finally known. A man is what remains after it's gone. Kings fade slowly in the rain, but legends fades, walk beyond the pain. No silver crown, no golden ring, just iron soul beneath the skin. When the storm has had its say and every friend has walked away, a man still stands where shadows roam, because the strongest kings never needed a throne. Midnight streets, they remember things people try to forget. Street lamp flickers in the pouring rain, like it's whispering my name again. Used to walk these roads with pride, now it's just my shadow by my side. The city hums a lonely tune underneath the fading moon, and every step I take tonight feels like leaving another life. Funny how the loudest cheers turn to silence through the years. The night knows my name, see my rise and fall. Watch me lose the crown, watch me lose it all. But a man ain't dust when the man ain't dust. When the world grows cold, he's the fire inside that refused to fold. Yeah, the night knows my name and the weight I own, but a quiet man still walks alone. Old bar glowing on the corner street, where broken dreams and strangers meet, where bartend dreams and strangers meet. Bartender nods like he understands, bartender nods like he understands the silent wars inside a man. Every scar a story told, every lesson carved in stone. Some men scream when kingdoms fall, some men just outlive it all. Time reveals what pride can hide, who stays standing, who just tried. The night knows my name, through the smoke and rain, through every loss, through every pain. No shattered glass, no shattered glass, no desperate cry, just tired truth behind these eyes. Yeah, the night, these eyes, yeah, the night knows my name. Every road I've known, and a quiet man still walks alone. A crown don't make a king, lost does. The night knows my name, but it don't own my soul. I've walked through fire and come back whole. Let the past fade slow, like a dying flame. The world may forget, but the night still knows my name. They burned the throne, they stole the gold, they left my empire in the cold. But a king is not a crown, and I'm still around. Black hat shadow under neon rain, city lights whisper my name again. Once these streets bowed when I came through, now they watch what a ghost will do. Silk suits traded for midnight gray, friends disappeared when the debts got paid. But power ain't the throne you hold, it's the calm when the night turns cold. You see a fall, I see a test of what survives when you lose the rest. I'm the king they couldn't kill, still walking through the storm so still. No shattered pride, no desperate plea, just quiet fire inside of me. Let the wolves divide the throne, let the cowards fight for bones. When the smoke clears from the hill, I'm the king they couldn't kill. Old piano crying in a dim lit bar, neon flickers like a dying star. Bartender pours without a word, he knows respect ain't always heard. Every scar a lesson told, every night a little colder. But steel is forged where fire lives, and broken men are who time forgives. Crowns may rust, gold may fade, but legends walk through every blade. I'm the king they couldn't kill, still standing when the world stood still. No begging hands, no bitter cry, just steady strength behind the eyes. Let the throne belong to fools, let the hungry break the rules. When the storm climbs up the hill, I'm the king they couldn't kill. They thought the fall was the ending, but real kings are built from the fall. Yeah, I'm the king they couldn't kill, walking still. They took the gold, they burned the crown, but they never took the man I found. When the last light leaves the hill, the legend left they can't erase. The king they couldn't kill. My empire in the night, took the gold, took the crown, but they forgot one thing: a gentleman never disappears. Black hat shadow on a rainy street, leather shoes in a steady beat. The city whispers in broken glass, once these doors all knew my name. Velvet rooms and quiet fame, but kings don't beg when they lose the flame. Crowns are loud, but dignity is quiet. A gentleman walks through fire and rain, never trading pride for gain. No bitter screams, no desperate shows, just iron calm where honor grows. Let the wolves fight over gold, let the young men chase control. The last gentleman still walks alone. Old piano crying in a smoky bar, neon flickers like a dying star. Bartender pours without a word, respect for things that can't be heard. I've seen loyalty bought and sold, watch warm hearts turn ice cold. Watch warm hearts turn ice cold. But power ain't the hand you play. But power ain't the hand you play. It's knowing when to walk away. Empires fall, legends stay. A gentleman walks through fire and rain, just silent strength nobody made. When the lights fade from the throne, a real man stands alone. Men fear losing power, men fear losing power. Wise men know something better: composure. A gentleman walks through falling rain, past the fortune, past the pain. They can take the gold and burn the crown, but they can't break a man of renown. When the last glass pours and the room grows cold, and in the shadows where legends roam, the last gentleman walks alone. They took the throne, they took the gold, they left my story half untold. But a gentleman never begs. Rain keeps falling on the avenue, street lights glow in a faded hue. These same roads once cleared my way. Silk ties, marble floors, champagne nights. Deals were sealed under golden lights. Now it's shadows and empty chairs. You learn the truth when the money's gone. Who was loyal all along? Gentlemen don't beg for grace, they walk away with steady pace. No shattered pride, no pleading tone, just quiet strength carved into stone. Let the wolves divide the crown, let the down when the dust falls from the throne. A real man stands alone. Old bar humming a tired tune, neon bleeding through the gloom. Bartender nods like he understands the quiet wars inside a man. I've seen fortunes rise and fall, watch kings crumble in these halls. But steel hearts don't break that way, they just learn to walk away. Crowds fade fast when glory ends, that's how a man discovers friends. Gentlemen don't beg for grace, they face the storm with silent face. No trembling voice, no bitter cries, just steady fire behind the eyes. Let the throne belong to fools, let ambition break the rules. When the night claims what was known, a quiet king still walks alone. Power shouts respect, whispers, whispers. Gentlemen don't beg for grace, they leave with dignity in place. They can burn the throne tonight, but they can't erase the fight. When the empire raised the dust, and every promise turns to dust, and every promise breaks its trust. History writes what time has shown, a true king never needed a throne. When the world fell apart, when the shouting began, there was one man who stayed calm. Sirens echo through the night, streetlights shaking in the fight. From the shadows of the past, deals went bad, the money dried, friends disappear overnight. Voices rising in the storm, but one man never changed his form. Because panic is the language of the weak. He was the man who stayed calm when the fire reached the door, when the wolves began to circle like they'd never done before. No trembling hands, no desperate song, just quiet steel inside his palm. When the world was losing ground, he was the man who stayed calm. Rain kept falling on the town, like the sky was breaking down, like the sky was breaking down. Neon lights and empty bars held the ghost of fallen stars. Men were shouting, deals were gone, every promise coming undone. But he just watched the storm roll in, like a war he'd fought within. Because real strength never needs to shout. He was the man who stayed calm through the thunder and the lies, through betrayal and the silence, and the truth behind the eyes. No broken pride, no false alarm, just steady breath beneath the harm. When the empire crashed around, he was the man who stayed calm. Power isn't loud, it's the silence when everything else falls apart. He was the man who fight the storm. The city remembers, even when the king is gone. Stone towers fall quiet, but the night moves on. I build my throne on neon streets where hungry wolves and bankers meet. Every promise carved in oak, every handshake half a joke. They called my name in velvet halls, while shadows danced above the lies, but truth was hiding in their eyes. Don't hear the cracks while the crown still shines, but the silence grows louder between the lines. And the empire turned to dust tonight, like whiskey dreams in neon light. All the kings in their borrowed pride fade like smoke they tried to hide. I held the world inside my hands, but power slips like desert sand. In the end, the throne was just an empire slowly turning dust. The marble floors remember steps of men who swore they'd pay their debts. But loyalty's a fragile thing when winter comes for every king. The cards were stacked, the dice were cold, the story older than the gold. 1,000 deals beneath the rain, and every one of them the same. You can buy the night, you could clock keeps ticking, just the same. I hear the ghost in empty rooms, old victories become old wounds. The crown was never meant to stay, just something time would wash away. Yeah, the empire turned to dust tonight, every throne erased by time. All the crowns and velvet lies disappear before your eyes. I raised a glass to what it was, to fallen kings and fading love. Every legend ends in rust, every empire turns to dust. The city breathes where kings once stood, and dust remembers everything. They whispered his name in the back of every bar, not like a hero, more like a scar. He walked through doors without a sound, while broken deals lay on the ground. A quiet storm in tailored black, a man who never once looked back. The city lights would bend and glow where only lonely sinners go, and every streetlight knew his face, a ghost that ruled the midnight place. No crown of gold, no throne to claim, just quiet power and a dangerous name. The night belonged to him alone, every alley, every throne. Kings would rise and kings would fall, but he outlasted all. No bullets could break his calm, no prayers when the midnight bells begin. The night still belongs to him. A glass of bourbon in his hand, 1,000 stories never planned. He watched the world like it was chess, while others drowned inside the mess. Some men chased power, chased the flame. He never even played the game. The city bowed without a fight because he understood the night. Some men shout, some men pretend, but the quiet ones are the ones who win. The night belonged to him alone, Every alley, every throne, kings would rise and kings would fall, but he outlasts all. No bullets could break his calm, no prayers when the midnight bells begin. The night still belongs to him. Legends fade like cigarette smoke, promises vanish with every joke. But some men leave a deeper mark, like thunder echoing through the dark. The night belonged to him alone, even after he was gone. In every whisper, every sin, you still remember him. No grave could lock him in, no silence could begin to bury what has always been. The night belonged to him. Some men chase the crown, others become the shadow the crown fears. They said the devil keeps a list of every soul he's taken down, but there's one name he never touched, 'cause the devil owed him one. Rain on the pavement, neon burns. A man like him, the world never learns. Black coat swinging in the wind, like trouble dressed in gentleman's skin. He never raised his voice in rage, just turned the silence like a page. While lesser men would scream and beg, he simply nodded, lit his cigarette. Some men pray, some men run, some men gamble with a gun, but he just smiled at what he'd done, 'cause the devil owed him one. The devil owed him a favor that night, when the bullets started flying in the pale moonlight. Every sinner ran when the thunder came, but the storm stepped back when it heard his name. No chains could hold him, no grave could claim. A quiet king in a dangerous game. When the darkness whispered, the fire began. Even hell made room for that kind of man. Hell made room for that kind of man. Old bar jukebox crying low, bourbon glass catching candle glow, stories floating through the smoke about the night the devil broke a crooked deal, a dying town. A dozen men who fight a man like that, it simply tips its weary hat. Some men fall, some men bend, some men meet their bitter end, but the night still plays the song again about the debt the devil spent. When the cold wind cut through every streetlight, every gambler folded his hand in fear. When the calmest man in the room appeared, no crown, no throne, and a blade of shade. And when the darkness began to crawl, even hell remembered the debt it owed. Legends lie and legends fade, but some are carved in the devil's trade. Not by angels, not by fate, but by the men who never break. The devil owed him a favor that night, and the whole damn world saw the fire ignite. Kings may rise and kings may fall, but that man outlasted them all. No chains could bind him, no law could save. The kind of man even shadows obey. And when the last bell rings again, the devil still remembers him. Some men fear the dark. Old men say if you drive past Miller's Bend at night, you might hear a guitar playing in the dark. And if the wind is right, you'll hear the story of the man the devil couldn't take. He rolled into town in a borrowed Ford with a torn up coat and a quiet word. Jukebox crying in a roadside bar while truck lights flickered through the dark. Nobody asked him where he'd been. You could see the miles beneath his skin. Hands like gravel, eyes like flame. Every outlaw knew that look of pain. Bartender leaned and whispered low, that man's trouble, everybody knows. devil owed him a favor one night on a lonely road under pale moonlight. When the guns came out and the cards went bad, hell stepped back from the calm he had. No preacher's prayer, no badge of law could stop that man once he saw the flaw. In the crooked hands fate tried to deal, the devil paid up, that's the real deal. 3 men waited by the rail yard gate, thinking they control the hand of fate. But fate don't sit at tables long when a colder man comes walking on. Thunder rolled through a summer sky, nobody heard those 3 men cry. By sunrise only dust remained, and a legend no one ever explained. Sheriff asked but the town stayed still, some debts ain't paid by a judge's will. Say the devil owed him a favor that night on a dead-end road by a flickering light. When the bullets flew and the whiskey spilled, the devil blinked and the world stood still. No chains could hold him, no grave could win, like the ghost of a angel's fear to begin. And somewhere out where the black winds blow, the devil remembers the debt he owes. Now the bar's still standing by Highway 9, but legends live in the debts they made. And if you hear that guitar again down by the river bend, you might just hear the devil paying him. Some stories are told by preachers, some by drifters. Some men break when the world breaks them. Others just light another cigarette. Dust on the highway, boots on the floor. He walked in slow through a swinging door. Old bar silence, glasses froze. Everyone felt it, nobody spoke. He ordered bourbon, neat and low, like a man with nowhere left to go. Something in his quiet stare said he'd fought storms and still stood there. Some men talk loud, some men pretend, but real power never needs to bend. He was a man who never begged for mercy, never begged for another chance. When the world turned cold and dirty, he just took another stand, no gold in his hand, just the calm of a broken man. And every scar the night had drawn made him stronger moving on. 3 young punks with troubled eyes thought they'd earned themselves a prize, walking up with cheap bravado, like wolves that never faced a shadow. He didn't move, he didn't shout, just leaned back slow and waited it out. Sometimes silence wins the fight before the fist ever ignite. They saw something in that stare that said, boys, you don't belong here. He was a man who never begged for mercy, never begged the world to stay when the cards turned bad and thirsty. He simply walked away, no throne to lose, no pride to sell, just a soul that knew the hell of rising up when dreams are gone and walking, calmly moving on. Legends ain't made by louder men, they're made by those who stand when the smoke clears from the fight and they still walk into the night. He was a man who never begged for mercy, nor begged the world for grace. When the night got cold and thirsty, never changed his face. No crown to claim, no debts unpaid, just the quiet he made in every road he traveled on. Knew the kind of man he was. Some men survive the storm, others become the storm. lot in a quiet room. Fear, pride, lies, but the most dangerous man in the room is usually the calmest one. Rain taps slow on a neon sign. Cheap whiskey, 9:15. A dozen men with restless hands, talking loud, making plans. Then the door swings open wide. Cold wind walks in from outside. A man steps in, coat dark as night. Eyes that seen 1,000 fights. Nobody knows his name out loud, but the whole damn room feels the cloud. Some men shout to prove they're strong, but the ones who don't say much at all. He's the calmest man in the room tonight, while the fools keep chasing the fight. Just quiet thunder rolling around. Kings have fallen to lesser men, but legends rise in silence again. It starts with the calmest man in the room. Cards on the table, tension thick. Young blood looking for a trick. 3 loud voices, whiskey brave, digging slowly toward a grave. He just watches through the smoke, like a man who's seen the joke of how pride makes reckless kings crash their crowns on little things. One wrong move, one foolish grin, and the whole damn night caves in. Big mistake to make in here. He's the calmest man in the room tonight, while the desperate chase the fight. No wasted breath, no need to prove. Some men shout before they fall. Some men never starts to loom. It comes from the calmest man in the room. Storms don't scream before they rise. They whisper first, then split the skies. Power doesn't beg or plead, it simply waits and then proceeds. He's the calmest man in the room tonight. He's the calmest man in the room tonight, and the room already knows he's right. No crown to wear, no throne to claim, just a reputation carved in flame. When the last man leaves the room, and the man who never had to prove he was the calmest mayor, silence makes legends. Midnight in this city doesn't belong to the loud, it belongs to the men who never needed to speak. Black car waiting under neon rain, tailor coat, a silver ring. The quiet walk of a dangerous king, just whispered debts that never fade. Every alley knows a sinner, knows the game. Smoke curls slow from a burning light, while the city breathes the power in the sun. But real power moves when the day is done. He walks like a shadow, the city obeys, a silent ruler of midnight ways. No throne of gold, no crown to see. When the deal goes bad and the guns appear, every trembling man can feel him near, because legends move without a sound. Old jazz humming from a corner bar, broken dreams parked in rusty cars. A gambler prays with shaking hands, while fate rewrites its crooked plans. Watching storms he already knows, a single nod, a simple sign, and destiny still, the air turns tight when calm men start to run the night. Some men rule with fear and flame, but silence built his empire's name. He walks like a shadow, the city obeys, through smoke-filled rooms and back doorways. No need to threaten, no need to roar. The calmest made and kings collapse, while he just watches the traps, while he just watches the traps. And every wolf's to fear the quiet room. Every empire falls one day, even marble turns to clay. But the names that echo through the dark are carved by men who left a mark. He walks like a shadow, the city obeys, long after the fading days. No throne, no crown, no shining fame, just a legend carved in flame. When the last street light fades to black and the restless ghosts come wandering back, the whispers still resume about the king who ruled the room. In the city, power never shouts, it waits. This city used to belong to kings, now it belongs to ghosts. But one man still walks like it remembers his name. Neon rain on shattered glass, old empires fading fast. Streetlights flicker down the lane like tired soldiers in the rain. A black car rolls through empty roads, past forgotten bars and old back doors, where whispers travel through the gloom about the man who still owns the room. Just debts and promises instead, and every shadow knows the cost of the wars this city lost. Young wolves tried to take his throne, but the night still calls him its own. He's the last dawn of the broken city, where power bleeds and the streets show pity. Empires rise, then turn to dust, but the calm ones rule because they must. No flags remain, no kings survive when the midnight bells ring true. The city still belongs to you. Old jazz plays in a dying bar, a bartender wipes a fading scar. Stories drift like cigarette smoke about the night the kingdom broke. Rivals came with fire and steel, thinking power bends the deal. But storms don't scare the mountain stone, and lions die before they grown. He watched it burn, he watched it fall, and never once he begged at all. Some men fight for crowns and fame, some men simply become the name. Time devours the bold and proud, cities crumble, kings grow loud. But silence writes the final page for the men who outlast rage. He's the last dawn of the broken city, where the night remembers every pity. Empires fell and fortunes died, but he's still walking by their side. No throne to guard, no war to win, just a legend carved within. And when the final sirens cry, the city will remember why. When the lights go out and the stories fade, one name will still walk these streets. When the sun went down, the city changed its rules, and there was only one man that was understood the night. Rain fell slow on a crooked street, neon coat drifted his feet, black adrift in the haze like a ghost from older days. No bodyguards, no flashing fame, still every whisper knew his name. From broken docks traveled just as far, the city breathed when he walked in like it weight of sin. Some men chased the crown and throne, but power walks the dark alone. He was the man who owned the night, where broken deals ignite the fight. No throne to claim, no need to roar, the quiet man controlled the floor. When the gamblers prayed and the bullets flew, every trembling heartbeat knew When the midnight winds took flight, they belonged to the man who owned the night. Whiskey glass and a burning flame, every scar had carved his name. Young wolves tried to test his hand, but storms don't fear a grain of sand. He watched them talk, he watched them lie, like kings already doomed to die. A single glance across the room could seal a reckless man's own doom. Silence heavier than a gun was how the quiet wars were won. Loud men fall before they see how calm the strongest men can be. He was the man who owned the night, where shadows dance beneath dim light. No crown of gold, no velvet seat, just whispered power in the street. And when the thunder cracked the sky, even fear would step aside, because every soul in sight knew the man who owned the night. Cities crumble, empires fade, but legends grow where fear is made. But by men who master night, he was the man who owned the night. When the last street lamp burned bright, no crown to wear, just the silence takes flight, and ghosts return to fading light, about the man who owned the night. Some men survive the darkness, others become the reason it exists. Some men scare you with a gun, some men scare you with a name, but the most dangerous ones are the men no one can explain. Neon rain on a tired street, late night bar, a crooked beat, a dozen voices loud and proud, then the door creaks open slow. Cold wind drifts across the floor, a stranger walks with steady pace. Shadow dance just where he's from, but every laugh suddenly goes numb. No flashing blade, no angry cry, still the room goes cold inside. Goes cold inside. He's the man everyone feared without knowing why, like a quiet storm in a silent sky. No threat spoken. Some men roar before they fall, some men never roar at all. And when the tension fills the air, you know the quiet man is there. Cards are dealt and glasses shake, pride is always one mistake. Young blood's testing borrowed fame, looking hard for someone to blame. Watching like a distant star, like he's seen this scene before. 1,000 fights, 1,000 more, tells the wolves they should beware. Some men fight to prove their pride, others let the night decide. Let the night decide. He's the man everyone feared without knowing why, like thunder hiding in the sky. No crown to wear, no throne to claim, still every shadow knows his name. And when the loud men start to fade and the reckless debts get paid, you'll still remember standing there, the quiet man you couldn't stare. Power isn't always loud, sometimes it walks behind the crowd, waiting calm for fate to bloom, like lightning trapped inside a room. He's the man everyone feared without knowing why, no legend written. Sometimes it's born from silence. watch the skyline fade to black from the backseat of a borrowed Cadillac. Wallet thin, but my spine still straight. Lost the house, lost the girl, lost faith. Lost the quiet, a girl, lost faith. Friends went quiet when the money did. Funny how truth shows what silence hid. Now it's just me and these city lights. Now it's just me and these city lights. And a heart that learned how to lose the fight. I don't shout, I don't beg, I don't chase what already left. I lost everything, but I stayed composed. Kept my name clean, kept my heart closed. They can take the gold, they can take the throne, but a man stands tallest when he stands alone. No tears in the rearview mirror, no whiskey blame, no cheap surrender. When the world went cold and doors all froze, I lost everything, but I stayed composed. There's a difference between broke and small, between falling down and a man who crawls. I paid my dues in a tailored suit with a quiet nod and scuffed up boots. They said, you'll never climb back high. I just tipped my hat and let it slide. Storms don't scare a seasoned soul. Storms don't scare a seasoned soul. When you built your peace out of losing control. No revenge, no regret, just lessons carved in silhouette. I lost everything, but I stayed composed. Kept my word strong, never exposed. They can burn the bridge, they can lock the door, but dignity don't live in a bank no more. No headlines, no dramatic close, just quiet steps in a worn-out coat. When the dust settled, heaven knows I lost everything, but I stayed composed. Men don't break loud, we break in silence. We rebuild in silence too. A real man don't chase applause. I lost everything, but I stayed composed. Kept my soul intact when the pressure rose. Like the crowd, they could take the fame, but they can't take how I play the game. When the lights went out and the curtain closed, I shook my past and I let it go. A king ain't measured by what he owns. I lost everything, but I stayed composed. Yeah. Some men shout when they fall. Some men just keep walking. Worked 10 years in a rusted mill, steel and sweat paid every bill. Sun came up, I was already gone. Lunch pail cold by the break of dawn. Foreman yelling, sparks in the air. Grease on my hands, dust in my hair. Dreams got small, but the pride stayed tall. A working man learns to carry it all. Then the LAFOs came like a winter wind. Took the job, took half my friends. Lost the house on Maple Street. Lost the ring she used to keep. Lost the boys on Friday nights when the paycheck stopped showing up right. But I kept my word, kept my name. Some things money can't reclaim. When the world goes dark and the whiskey burns, a quiet man stands his turn. Pickup truck with a dying light, highway humming through the night. Radio low, old blues playing slow. Bar down on the county line. Neon flickers like it knows my mind. Neon flickers like it knows my mind. Bartender nods, don't ask much, just pours the glass and leaves the touch. You learn real fast when the crowd gets thin, who is real and who just visits. Lost the house on Maple Street. Lost the ring she used to keep. Lost the boys on Friday nights when the paycheck stopped showing up right. But I kept my word, kept my name. Some things money can't reclaim. When the world goes dark and the whiskey burns, a quiet man stands his turn. No gold watch, no grand parade, just steel bones a life is made. You don't hear us, we don't shout, but we're the ones who ride it out. Yeah, I lost the house on Maple Street, lost the ring she used to keep, lost the life I thought was mine somewhere back in better times. But I kept my word, walked through fire, walked through rain, when the working man ain't never done. Yeah, some men just keep walking. I lost the house, I lost the girl, I lost the life I used to know. But one thing never left me, I never broke. My name used to open doors downtown. Friends got quiet when the checks ran dry. Funny how loyalty learns to lie. Bank took keys to a front porch swing. Lawyer boxed up everything, but the mirror still shows the same damn man, standing taller than the fall he had. Take the throne. But a real man walks through fire alone. Yeah, I lost it all, but